In Havana, President Obama and the First Family will be waking up in Cuba this morning. He's the first U.S. president to visit the country in 88 years.
Today he's expected to meet with Cuban President Raul Castro. CBS's Magdalena Doris joins us live from Union City, New Jersey, where there is a large Cuban population. Magdalena.
That's right. Good morning, Chris and Mary. This historic trip is years in the making. It's got Cubans and local Cuban Americans talking. The President, First Lady, and their daughters arrived in Cuba making history. The first stop, greeting staff of the newly reopened U.S. Embassy.
For the first time ever, Air Force One has landed in Cuba.
This is the first visit by a sitting president since 1928, when Calvin Coolidge met with President Gerardo Machado.
It's a historic opportunity to engage directly with the Cuban people and to forge new agreements and commercial deals, to build new ties between our two peoples.
While President Obama's trip aims to create ties with the country, there's still a divide. Just before his arrival, more than 50 human rights protesters were arrested in the street. We spoke with Cuban Americans in West New York.
There's too much going on in Cuba, too much poverty, misery, and things that need to be resolved before we can actually have a relationship with Cuba.
Others view the efforts to normalize relations as a positive step forward.
I think that we are going to have some changes, but it's going to be slowly.
The Obama family was greeted with cheers while walking through Old Havana visiting the cathedral. Today, the president will meet with Cuba's President Raul Castro to discuss trade and political reform. He'll then meet with Cuban business leaders and attend a state dinner. On the last day of their whirlwind trip, the Obama family will catch an exhibition game between the Tampa Bay Rays and Cuban national team. President Obama will not be meeting with revolutionary leader Fidel Castro during this trip. He will address Cubans in a live televised broadcast on Tuesday. Live in Union City, New Jersey, Magdalena Doris, CBS 2 News.